Of the latest edition of the University of the Gambia Debating Association competition, the medical students held out the challenge of a team from the natural and physical sciences. Ababka Senghor reports Nusrat Senior Secondary School emerged winners in the senior secondary category after a hard-fought win over St. Joseph Senior Secondary School.
The debating club on Saturday ends its interdepartmental debating competition, together with the inter-schools debate at the university campus in Brikama. The event, which brought together officials of the University of the Gambia and other stakeholders from the private sector, including the U.S. ambassador to the Gambia, saw students dealt with important topics. As the university is growing from strength to strength, departmental debates are termed as one of the extracurricular activities helping students in improving their vocal skills and public speaking confidence. Speaking to the participants, the Vice Chancellor of the University of the Gambia, Professor Mohamed Ka, promised the students of the UTG's resolve to make basic reductions to tuition fees as a way of encouraging them to continue their studies in the Gambia.
Debating is very important in the development of anyone. I think it builds your leadership skills, it builds your ability to think on your feet, and also to be rational and be a complete person. So for the students that have not competed, I would urge you to join your respective debating clubs. I urge your principals to support your school's debating team. And here we at the University of the Gambia will continue to support the debating team.
The UTG, he went on, will continue to render quality service to the public, and that Gambians should make best use of the institution. For the president of the University of the Gambia's Debating Association, the UTGDA has made tremendous strides since its formation.
Debates for the first time ever we are taking to the various participating high schools. This is because we felt the need to promote and encourage university education and culture, bring different high schools under one umbrella, promote ownership of the championship, boost the morals of participants to inspire young people, specifically students.
As the various speakers completed their time on the podium, the stage was set for the contending schools to battle it out in the debating, with Nusrat Senior Secondary School at St. Joseph's competing for the top position in the senior secondary category.
Ladies and gentlemen, an example of this intelligence is the verbal or the linguistic intelligence. And these people have the ability to manipulate and understand words and languages. They are very good speakers, very good in reading and writing. Examples of people who have this type of intelligence are the Vice Chancellor of the University of the Gambia, Professor Mohamed Khan, Sue Davidoff and Owen Vandenberg in 1990 decided to carry a research in order to find out why learning styles were relevant. And they were able to come up with these 4 conclusions: that students learn better and more quickly if they are taught in their preferred learning style. And if this happens, learning improves. And as learning improves, this has a further positive impact on their self-esteem. And they've also found out that students who have become bored in the classroom might become interested once again because they have been taught in their preferred learning style. And if this happens as well, the student-teacher relationship would improve because students are more interested and successful in learning.
Yes, learning styles are very real, they do exist. But the fact that I prefer to learn visually or verbally doesn't mean that I don't learn when I'm taught differently. Therefore, learning style is not relevant because no one is born with one particular trait of learning style, and it's not something that's embedded in our genes, neither is it hereditary. Furthermore, learning style is a hypothesis. According to the Association for Psychological Science, APS, in 2009, published a report saying that, and I quote, "At present, there is no adequate evidence to justify incorporating learning styles into our education system." This is to say that there is no proof that if a person is taught by his or her learning style would excel academically, because our learning styles can change. That means it can alter because it is affected negatively or positively by the environment.
After a period of intense debating, Nusrat emerged as winners of the inter-schools competition organized by the University of the Gambia Debating Association, much to the delight of their contestants. The School of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences completed another hard-fought victory over the School of Natural Sciences in the university category.
How we understand this stand, to substantiate our stand, and to convince the weakest area of each brain in this world, we would like to approach this intellectual debate by presenting to you how colonial educational legacy is a liability from its very fundamentals to its purpose, its quality, its quantity, its impact on our culture, our economy, our agriculture, and more.
If you are not educated, you are easily controlled, manipulated, and exploited. Due to this education, our country or our continent as Africa is able to fight our colonial master to stand as a people, as a nation, as a continent at large.
For Mamadou Sabali, a Gambian writer who was a former student of the University of the Gambia, the move is a great step in the right direction.
This is one of the most inspiring events I have attended of late, and I am very much grateful to the organizers and the students for doing this. This is not only good for the students, but it's also good for the national psyche, because a healthy debate is something that's indispensable to national progress.
This is one of many initiatives the university authorities are hoping will gain root in the university's extracurricular activities to benefit both current students and those aiming to enroll at the country's highest learning institution. The event also witnessed the presentation of awards to 6 students for their outstanding leadership roles in the University of the Gambia. For grts News, this is Paukar Sengon.
Definitely inspiring. The next Operation Clean the Nation is slated for Saturday, 27 April 2013 throughout the country. A news release from the National Environment Agency states that the initiative has had a very positive impact on the health status of the general citizenry and adds that many studies have confirmed that the main reason for the significant drop in malaria cases, as much as 40% in some places, can be mainly attributed to this initiative. The initiative, dubbed Operation Clean the Nation, the dispatch adds, targets the root causes of vector-borne diseases by eliminating the breeding grounds of the insects that spread such diseases. The initiative, the dispatch argues, should therefore be supported wholeheartedly by all those residing in the Gambia because the benefits are reaped by one and all. NEA reminds governors, Sefolu, Alkalolu, ward councillors and government institutions of the strong presidential directives requiring all of them to organize and fully participate in the next national cleanup exercise within their respective areas of jurisdiction throughout the country. The release ends. Time now to take our first break. When we come back, we take a look at the news from outside the Gambia station. Welcome back. As authorities in U.S. conduct a background check on the Boston Marathon suspects and who may have helped shape their views, some relatives revealed the name of a man they call Misha, who claimed discussed Islam with Tamerlan. But who is the Misha? CNN's Brian Todd rounds up on what we know about him.
Family members now describe a mysterious man who they say had a mesmerizing influence on Tamerlan Tsarnaev. They only know him as Misha. They say they don't know his full name. Here's how the suspect's uncle described the man and his influence on the older brother in an interview with CNN.
There's a person, sort of some new convert to Islam of some Armenian descent. And he said this person, he took his brain, he just brainwashed him completely. Tamerlan is off now. There's no even any obedience and respect to his own father. That concerned me big time. Unbelievably.
More pieces fit together in a telephone interview Wolf Blitzer did with the ex-brother-in-law of the two suspects. Elmira Kozgov said he'd met Misha twice, been introduced to him by Tamerlan. Kozgov said he didn't witness Misha actually turning Tamerlan into a radical Islamist, but
he surely did have influence and did teach him things that would make Tamerlan, go away from the people and go more into the religion. And maybe that's possible that he suggested to him some radical ideas.
Kozgov said Tamerlan Tsarnaev had told him he'd quit boxing and listening to mainstream music because Misha taught him that in Islam it's not good to do those things. Asked if he suspected that Misha was connected to any terrorist groups.
I didn't suspect either him or Tamerlan being connected to terror groups or having terrorist ideas, but I know that they had a lot of conversations about just Islam and how Islam is being